Hey guys, we're live. Thanks for being on tonight. Sorry I'm running a couple minutes late. Just lost track of time. But happy Tuesday. Thanks for being on the call. For those of you that are brand new to the team and you're on the call for the first time, thanks so much for being here. My name is Sarah Try, and I am the founder of Team Triceps. I started this team like 3.5 years ago, about 6 months after I became coach in December of 2011. So I've been a coach for 4 years, and it's been a crazy, amazing journey. And Team Triceps is amazing. You guys are all amazing, and I'm so proud of everybody on this team for doing such great things and inspiring so many people and paying it forward. So thanks for being on. Tonight we're going to talk about how to grow your Instagram account and how to reach more people, because ultimately we're all here to build an amazing life, right? To build a life by design, because that's what we all deserve. We all deserve to have this life that we love and that we truly cherish, right? A life that we just that we crave, like so many of us are stuck and so many of us are doing things that we don't love. And I hate to see that, because that was once me. And I made a choice in my life 4 years ago to do something different. And because I made that choice, I get to live my life by design and choose what I want to do and choose the people that I work with, like you. So thanks for being on, and thanks for allowing me to work with you and to teach you everything that I've learned over the last 4 years to build an online business. So let me just mute my phone. Usually my phone is on silent and it's on no notifications, do not disturb. But because we've had a venue change in the retreat and we are now moving the retreat to a hotel, my phone has been on because I'm waiting for quotes and stuff from hotels. So just got to turn that thing off. So how's everybody doing? Everybody's doing good. We're having a good week. We're having a good start to 2016. If you want, there's a chat box over on the right. Say hello, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from. Hi guys. Hi Sarah. Hi Tony. Hi Laura. Adam, are you on?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Look at that. Getting on. I love it. Okay, so let's see. Tonight we're going to talk about Instagram. And since Adam's on, I'll give him a little shout out. But he's been really good about starting to build his Instagram, and we've been kind of learning Instagram together, because really in my whole business, I have not really utilized Instagram and like taken it to where it can go. So many people on this team utilize Instagram and do an amazing job. We have Brittany Powers that kills on Instagram. Carly Del Carlo kills it on Instagram. Alexa Lukenbach kills it. Melissa Ellis, a newer coach on our team, kills it on Instagram. I met Lauren, one of the top coaches on Team Triceps, via Instagram. Like, there are just some amazing things that have come out of Instagram, and we can meet so many people. So, I've always used Facebook. For whatever reason, Facebook just seemed to mesh better with me, and I just felt more comfortable on Facebook. I don't know why. I don't know if I just couldn't figure out Instagram, or if it just wasn't as, I wasn't building a relationship as much with people on Instagram. Anyways, I decided about a month ago that I really needed to start to understand Instagram and start to figure it out a little bit more. So I want to make sure that you guys have your phone with you. So please grab your phone and make sure that you have it close by. Make sure you're paying attention, but still have your phone. So have your phone close by, and I'd like for you to pull up your Instagram account, because I'm just going to walk through some stuff with you guys and show you some things hands-on, because I want you to do it with me so that you fully understand. And if you have questions, please, please, please post in the comments, and either I can answer the questions or somebody else that's on the comments can answer the question. So I'm going to go over my top 5 tips for building your business on Instagram. And I have a 6th tip for you as bonus, because I came up with that after I created the name. So, and Adam says it's all about hashtags. And it's true. Hashtags are going to really help build your business. And I'm going to talk about hashtags. Hashtags is just one of my top 5 tips. Okay, so number 1, I want you to figure out what is your brand on Instagram, and what is your pattern on Instagram? And when I say pattern, that probably sounds kind of weird, but like when someone lands on your Instagram page, it needs to be visually appealing to somebody. It needs to like look good. Like when you look at your Instagram, does it look good? Does it look visually appealing? Do your pictures pop? Can people tell what your brand is, or are you all over the place? Now, I will tell you that I have known that I need to do this for so long, but for some reason I could just never hone in on what that was. Like I tried really hard, and I think for a while I got it, and then I kind of got off track, but I figured that I needed to try something new, and I've been seeing a few people do like a pattern on Instagram, meaning where their pictures are like lining up in a very distinct way. So if you go to my Instagram, for example, Sarah B. Try, if you search me on Instagram, you'll see that I have a very distinct pattern going on right now, and I'm going to explain what I have going on. But you'll see that every other picture is a quote with a white background. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I feel like it helps my pictures pop a little bit more, and it just looks a little bit more visually appealing. I'm trying it out, and I'm seeing how it works. If you scroll down on my profile, if you keep scrolling for a while, you'll see that for a while over on the right-hand column, if you scroll far enough, I was doing all black and white pictures in the same column. I was just trying that out for a while, okay? You can do like different kinds of patterns, right? Another person, I have some other ones that I want you to check out. So search for Fit Busy Nurse, FITBUSY NURSE, Fit Busy Nurse. This is Anna Gray. This is my success partner, top Beachbody coach. She has a very distinct pattern going on her Instagram, okay? She also is using quotes with a white background, but she's putting them in one solid line, okay? And you can tell that she's got a lot of fitness videos going on, and that on her post she has text that always kind of looks really similar. And she's doing a really good job with it. You can scroll and kind of see that she has a very similar like look throughout her whole Instagram. And I know that she had been doing quotes like that for a while. If you kind of scroll back in hers, you can see where she's kind of changed her pattern and done different things. Another coach that I love is Coach Crystal, and it's Coach_Crystal, which is CRISTAL, Coach Crystal. Look her up for me. And I love this chick. Crystal is amazing. She actually also graduated from Institute of Integrative Nutrition, or IIN, where I also went to school. I didn't meet her there. I met her after the fact. I actually stumbled upon her Instagram probably a year ago when she had only 10,000 followers, and she's grown it tremendously. But I just love the vibe of her page. I've always loved her page. And she's had this very similar pattern going on where she has videos, fitness videos, in one column for like ever. And I just love it. Like, I just love her vibe. Like, you can just scroll forever, and you always know that she's got a fitness video right there on the side. Yeah, that's a lot of work, but how good does her Instagram look? It just looks so good. And you can tell that people love it because she has 44,000 followers. Like, that is so cool, right? Okay, last one that I want to show you, just to give you an example, is Sarah Pollard. It's SARAH.A.Pollard. So if you pull up Sarah Pollard, she's a coach on Team Triceps. She has a similar pattern with a quote with a white background, and she has videos. It looks like she's putting her food all in one column, and then her quotes in one column. Love that. Last one I want to share with you guys, and I'm just giving you these as examples to help you figure out what your pattern is. Look up Rob Insanity, R-O-B Insanity. And he also has a pattern, okay? So I personally don't love this one, but he's a dude, so it's going to be a little bit different, right? It's not like pretty and fun like I would like. So I just want to show you guys like what you can do with this. You can be super creative and do lots of different things. Mindy Lawhorn also has a good pattern. She's very much similar to what we've been seeing with just the quote on the one side. But these are all things, you know, that you guys can check out and figure out like what your theme is. So on Instagram, a lot of people really like going to an account and getting like one thing. Like people want to go to a fitness account and get fitness things or fitness videos or whatever. And that's hard in our business because we kind of want to share fitness and our lifestyle and our nutrition and our family and so many different things. But I really want you guys to think about reining in what you post about, okay? You can post about a few different things, but I really want you to think about what you're posting, okay? So when you're thinking about your theme and your pattern, I want you to think about quotes, colors, filters, videos, the type of pictures that you're posting. Okay, maybe you love to, maybe you're a runner, so maybe you have a running post, you know, like, I don't know, you got to just think about it. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. This is literally what I did to figure out my pattern. Okay, this is literally what I did. Can you see this? Oh, I just lost a bunch of stuff. But can you see this? I like sat there and I drew out a pattern. And I was like, okay, what would this look like? Like, how would this look? And I numbered them. So I numbered these boxes. I even have a little extra one because I wanted to do like a 24-step pattern. So I numbered my boxes and I said, okay, if I want there to be like a zigzag effect of like fitness, kind of zigzagging through my posts or something like that. I just wanted to be creative about it. I had to plan it out, and then I had to number the posts so that I could see like what was my pattern looking like. So after I kind of figured that out, I wrote out my pattern, and I have a 12-step pattern. So I have it all printed out right here. I'm not going to share it with you because it's mine and I don't want you to steal it. No, I'm just kidding. So so it's a 12-step pattern, and my goal is to do this 12-step pattern twice a week so that I have 24 posts up on my Instagram every single week. So number 1 is a Life by Design pic. Number 2 is a quote with a white background that has to do with nutrition. Number 3 is a fitness picture. Number 4 is another quote, but it's inspirational. Number 5 is a fitness video, and so on and so forth. So my 12 steps, it basically lays it out based on what I drew up, okay? And then what I did, I took it a step further and I said, what do I need every single week based on this pattern? Okay, so if I'm posting every other picture is a quote with a white background, and each one is specific to, like, you know, I want to do a quote about nutrition because I want to promote my 6-day shred. I want to do a quote about fitness because I want to show people that I'm about fitness. Eventually, I'll do quotes about organization and business once I get my 6 steps to organize up and going. Speaking of my 6 steps to organize, I just posted in Team Triceps. I need your help with names on a new name for 6 steps to organize. So if you can help me with that, please check out that post. Just a little side note. So you guys can kind of see. So when I pull together what I'm posting about on Instagram, it's really only a couple basic things. It's Life by Design. It's about nutrition, but I'm not posting pictures of food. I'm posting quotes about nutrition. If you look at my profile, my Instagram profile, in my profile, it says food pictures on Snapchat. So I don't actually post my food on Instagram because I'm just not good at taking pretty food pictures. And Snapchat, I don't have to be pretty about my food. You can just take a picture of it, right? So people can still follow me on Snapchat and get my food pictures, but I'm not posting it on my Instagram, if that makes sense. I'm just posting quotes about nutrition. I also post about fitness, whether it's a picture, quote, or video. And then occasionally, I think I'm going to do twice a week, I post about my Shakeology, like a picture of my Shakeology, and do the hashtag 365er because I want more people to see that I'm drinking Shakeology. Okay, so I've really narrowed this down and I've really made a plan. Here's what this comes down to, you guys. All of us are going through this business willy-nilly. We're doing this without a plan. Like, we're just throwing stuff out there and see if people grab at it. But we have got to be more strategic about our business and plan out our business. Do you remember last week when I talked about, you know, increasing your check by $1,000 and having a plan, like knowing when you're running challenge groups and free groups and sneak peeks, and knowing when you're sending out certain invites? You guys, this is a business, and if you want to create this business and do it with less stress, and do it so you're not running around like a crazy person, you have to be more organized and you have to have a plan. And I know it takes longer to plan, but that just means that you can't do as much as quick as you want. So here's what Shalene always says. She says, sometimes you have to slow down to speed up. So if you want your business to grow, you have to slow down and plan and get your plan of attack down and get your branding down before you can kind of speed up. Does that make sense? Am I making sense here? Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, Jessica, whatever works for you. Like, if your IG includes food and you love to post about it, then that's awesome and people love it. For me, I was just never good at taking food pictures, and I just never felt like it connected with people. So it just wasn't good for my my Instagram. So let's see. Yeah, so you guys just have to figure out how many things you want to post a day. Like, if I wanted to step up my game, I could so easily do like this 12-step process like every 2 days. Like, I could make 6 posts a day and get through all of these posts in 2 days. Absolutely. So it's just figuring out what works for you. And you guys, if you have a plan and you say, okay, depending on what my plan is and what I need every single week, if you can have that done and have it planned out, like, hello, how awesome is that? How much does that save you? Tons of time, right? So it takes some time now to plan, but it helps you in the long run, okay? Natural light is always best. Abso-friggin-lutely. Always, always best for food. But I don't always have natural light. So, okay. So here's the deal, guys. Let's move on to step number 2, or tip number 2. Let me just make sure I got all of my tips on this. Okay, cool. I did. I have a few more announcements that I forgot to say at the beginning. Team Retreat, we are working on it, and I should have more tickets available soon. So stay tuned for any of you guys that want to come. I hope that you can be there because it's going to be amazing, and we're going to make this retreat more amazing than we even thought possible. So I promise it's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. Also, I posted about the Hammer and Chisel Coach Test Group. I need you to help me vote. So we got to vote on the winner. The winner wins $500. So help me pick the person that you think got the best results of 30 days with Hammer and Chisel. It's posted in Team Triceps. Okay, cool. So number 2 is hashtags. So hashtags are certainly a huge part of growing your Instagram business. But here's the problem. People are throwing hashtags up willy-nilly. Once again, not planning. I am so guilty of all this stuff, you guys. I'm not saying I'm not, because I totally am. But we have got to have a plan, and you've got to know, and you've got to do your research. You've got to figure out what is trending, what is a good hashtag that's going to connect with the people that I'm trying to connect with. Okay, so so let's see. Hashtags. How do you figure out what hashtags to use? So after you create your pattern and you have like your 4 things that you're posting about, let's say, I would go in and I would create 30 hashtags, because you can post up to 30 hashtags. Maybe it's like 28 hashtags, because sometimes when you post, you do like a funny hashtag in your post, right? And that counts as one. So maybe it's just 28 hashtags. But you should come up with 28 hashtags for each of the things that you're posting about. And you should save that in some sort of notepad or text message to yourself so that you can go in and easily copy and paste that in to your Instagram. When you're putting hashtags on your Instagram, you always want to put your hashtags in as the second comment. You don't want to add hashtags into that first comment when you're posting the picture. You want to post your picture with your text, hit post, go over, copy your hashtags that apply to that particular post, and then comment with that group of hashtags, okay? So hashtags, you have to do your research on hashtags. You can't just choose hashtags like fitness and fit mom and fitspo and instafit. Okay, it's so easy to do that, but those hashtags are so saturated, and your picture is going to get really lost in there. So you need to do some research and find a hashtag that has a decent amount of posts, but it's not something that's overused. Okay. But you don't want to pick a hashtag that like nobody's using, that only one person posts to every 2 weeks, right? You want to find somewhere in the middle. So when you're making your list of hashtags, just go to the search bar in Instagram and start typing in hashtags. If you even just type in fitness and you hit there's like 4 different things when you're in the search, hit tags, you're going to see different things that come up. When I type in fitness, I get fitness goals, fitness quotes, misspelled fitness, which is 1 T, fitness motivation, fitness guru, all sorts of stuff. So you can look at these and get ideas for what you want your tags to be. And what I would do is I would go into all of these and I would see what are the kind of posts that people are posting. And some of them are crazy that you don't want to be associated with, like big butts and big boobs and bikini models and all that stuff. Like you don't want to be associated with that stuff, right? So you've got to do your research on what hashtags you're using. Okay, so hashtags are essential, and that's how people are going to find you. But do your research on hashtags. Don't just post up whatever hashtag you're feeling on the top of your head. Okay, do your research, write them down, and save them up, copy and paste and upload them. Okay, Adam's really big on this, and he's been doing a great job with building his Instagram. So Adam is getting into redoing motorcycles, and like he's going to be restoring older motorcycles. So he wants to build up an Instagram around motorcycles. While we're in San Antonio, he can't really do that right now, but he's been doing a lot of research and kind of figuring that stuff out. So it takes time to figure this stuff out. And, you know, maybe you don't have to do it all today, but over time, maybe one day, every day this week, you figure out your hashtags for your one group, right? You kind of split it up. Okay. So number 3 is you have to go through and like pictures with similar hashtags to what you're trying to, what your niche is. So if one of your hashtags, let me just see, I'm going to go to the account, which is Fit Busy Nurse. I'm going to go to her account. And she used to be a nurse. So I know that she uses hashtags about nursing. Let's see, one of her hashtags is Nurses Rock or Fit Nurse. But if I click Nurses Rock, there's about 85,000 posts under Nurses Rock. And I think that that's a great number. And it looks like there's a decent amount of good posts in here that she could connect with. So you want to go through and you want to search. But when you, if you click on a hashtag, so here's what I want you guys to do. I'm talking about liking similar posts with the hashtags that you use. So I want you to go to a hashtag that you use frequently, and I want you to click on it. I'm going to click on Nurse Life. That one doesn't have a lot of tags, but that's okay. That's what we're going to use. And if you see, when you first click on that, you'll see the section that says Top Posts, and then you'll see the section that says Most Recent. I want you to click on the picture under Most Recent. And then that's going to give you the news feed for all of those posts. And that's when you just go through and you double tap the picture and scroll, and double tap and scroll. And here's what I do, you guys, and I know some people don't agree with this, but I take 10 minutes and I double tap and scroll, and I like pictures for 10 minutes. And I don't even really think about what I'm, like the pictures I'm liking. Obviously, if it's something that I would never like, I'm not going to like it, but I really just kind of just scroll and double tap, scroll and double tap. The only time I ever really stop on a picture, if it's a picture that I'm like, whoa, that's a cool picture, I'm interested in who this person is, I'm going to check out their profile. Then I stop, I check it out, and maybe it's a prospect that, or someone that I want to get to know a little bit better. Or maybe someone that I want to comment on their picture, right? So this is a great way to to get more people to come to your profile. Why? Because when you're liking pictures that have hashtags that you've also used, you have something in common with that person. They're going to possibly come to your profile and start following you. Okay, I know a lot of you guys already do this, but I'm just covering all the bases here. Okay, so if you do this and it works, that is awesome. Okay, and yeah, there's totally apps for doing this, for liking for you. But you know, sometimes it gets to the point where it's a little bit out of control. And I found a good video on this that I'll post you guys for an app that actually helps you like pictures. Okay, next one. Number 4 is to tag people in your pictures. So I don't know if anybody's doing this or you've seen me do this, but about every 3 pictures, I tag people in it. And sometimes I tag coaches, sometimes I tag prospects, and sometimes I tag really big accounts to get exposure. So you know when somebody tags you in a post, if you're on your Instagram profile right now, and you, if you're on your homepage where you see your actual profile, there's 4 different sections. There's the dots, the lines, the locations. I don't want to look at the locations. And then there's like a little like figure over to the right. If you click on that figure, that is actually photos of you. Like that's what people, like photos that people have taken of you or tagged you in. Okay. So if you like tag a big account in a picture, like, let's say Shakeology or Beachbody, or even like if I buy a shirt from a company, I'm going to tag them in it. Or maybe like there's an inspirational page that has 100,000 followers, and I think that the quote would be good on their page. I'm going to tag them in it because maybe their followers are going to go through photos they've been tagged in, and maybe somebody else is going to see me there. Okay, so it's just more exposure. So tagging people is just a great way to get more exposure. And if you're tagging prospects, they're going to see what you're doing. If you're tagging your coaches on your team, hopefully they're going to comment and engage and help bring up more engagement on your profile. Tagging people is always going to be a great way to increase engagement and to get people to get more eyes on what you're doing. Okay, so that was number 4. Number 5 is sending direct messages. So Instagram used to be super horrible bad with direct messages. You used to have to send a picture and it would get lost and you could never figure out anything going on in your direct message. So I want you guys to go onto your Instagram and click on the house icon in the lower left corner. This is your news feed on Instagram, right? Okay. In the upper right corner, you'll see a little tray. That is your inbox. Maybe you have something there, maybe not. Okay, but what we do here is you can hit the plus button and you can send a message. So you can search for anybody to send a message to. Okay, so if you want, just send me a message just to test it out. Just send Sarah B. Try a message and see if it works, just so you can try it out. But here's what I do. I go to my personal profile and I pick one of my recent pictures and I click on the likes. So I want to see the list of people who have liked my picture. And I'm going to go through those people and I'm going to click on them and I'm going to say, okay, is she a coach? What does she do? Okay, she's not a coach. She looks like someone I'd love to connect with. A lot of people are going to be coaches that like your stuff. At least a lot of coaches like my stuff. If she's not a coach, or if he's not a coach, when you're on that person's profile, so I want you to go to somebody else's profile, you're going to see in the upper right corner 3 dots. Do you see the 3 dots in the upper right corner? If you click on those 3 dots, you'll have an option to click send message. And you can actually send a message to that person. So what I would say is, hey girl, thanks so much for always supporting my pictures. I love your profile. And what are your goals for the new year? Have you even thought about your goals yet for the new year? Because people are probably following you and liking your pictures for a specific reason. For me, it's probably because of fitness and inspiration. So I kind of go right into, I just got a direct message from Amber. It worked, girl. So people are going to know that you're about fitness and know that you're about inspiration. So it's okay to kind of bring up fitness right away on Instagram. So when I direct message someone and I say, hey girl, thanks for liking my picture. I so appreciate your support. I love what you're doing. Like, what are your fitness goals? You know, or what are you up to? Or what are your goals for the new year? It just starts a conversation. I send 5 of those per day and I get about 1 or 2 back. And it's a really cool way to just start the conversation. And honestly, conversations move a lot faster on Instagram, and people are interested in doing something and making a difference. And I don't know, I just think it's a great way to connect with more people. It's been working really well for me. I haven't converted anybody yet, but I've only been doing this for a couple weeks, the direct message thing. And I'm having so many conversations, and it's fun, and it's, I don't know, I just think it's actually really a lot easier than Facebook, if you want to know the truth. Okay, totally Sarah Olson. Blown away by that direct message. It's super easy and super doable for anybody. And literally sending 5 messages takes me 5 minutes. So it's super easy. Okay. So yeah, make that a habit. And I always do it for the people that are liking my photos, or even people that have followed me. Just got your message, Sarah. So it's working. Okay, cool. So my bonus tip, and this is huge, you guys. This is a huge tip. I cleaned, is that even a word? I don't know. Clean up your following, or I'm sorry, clean up the people that you are following. So clean it up. So I was following like 600, 700 people, and there's just no way that I can connect with that many people. There's just no way. So it took me like 5 days to sit there and go through and clean up who I was following. Okay. Now I went from like 650 to following 184. And my goal is to always keep it under 200. So here's the people that I follow. I follow my PS coaches that are building and working the business, some of my personal friends, and then anybody that I'm interested in getting to know and forming, and possibly a prospect, right? I'm not following big accounts. I'm not following any other Beachbody coaches that aren't on my team. I'm not following accounts for inspiration. If I need inspiration, I'm gonna go seek that out. I don't need that clogging my newsfeed. When I'm on my newsfeed and Instagram, I want to be able to see the people that matter. I want to be able to comment and like the pictures that actually matter, the people that I'm trying to create a relationship with. I go to some of your accounts and you're following thousands of people. It is clogging your newsfeed. Clean that shit up immediately. Clean it up. If I'm following you, you may have noticed that I'm liking and commenting more on your stuff because I see it more. It's crazy. I'm only following 184 people, and I actually get to the end of my newsfeed where I'm like seeing the same stuff again. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And it only takes me 10 minutes to get through the newsfeed. And it just helps me stay in better contact with my prospects. It just does. So clean it up, and you guys will see a huge improvement in your engagement because you're going to be engaging more, and you're going to be more excited to engage more. I don't know about you, but actually I do know about you because I know you're just like me. And no matter how much I do not compare myself to others, I tend to see other big accounts and I'm like, why is my account not that big? Or why do my pictures not look that beautiful? Or this or that. So I really stopped following accounts that inspired me, because even though I don't let the comparing game get to me, I still do a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So I just stopped following big coach accounts or yoga accounts that were inspiring, or accounts that had 1 million followers. It just wasn't feeling right for me. This, to me, how I have it set up now, feels really right. Okay. So Brianna, you're following 800 people. Definitely changing that up ASAP. Jessica, I follow 1900. Exactly. So you guys, seriously, clean it up, and don't feel like you have to do it in a day. It took me 5 days to clean up 600 followers. I just did 20 minutes a day going through who I was following and seeing, do I want to follow this person? Just do a little bit a day, and before you know it, it'll be cleaned up. Okay. Awesome. So Amanda is using Crowdfire. I didn't love Crowdfire because it was too much going on for me, and I was following too many people, and I don't know. It wasn't within my control. I didn't like it. So it just wasn't for me, but it can certainly work for people. And I've heard great things that it's working for a lot of people. But for me, I had to clean up the following. I just had to, because, and it's made a huge difference. I'm going to say that that's like a game-changing bonus tip right there. So that's my Instagram tips. That's how you build your biz on Instagram. So my goal, let's see, guys, I'm at 3,898 followers. My goal by the end of the year is to be at 10,000 followers. I think I can do it. If I stick to my game plan and I stick to my pattern and I stick to all of these tips, I can totally build to 10,000. Who's with me building to 10,000? Who would love to see 10,000 Instagram followers on their account? I know a lot of you would love to see that, because when you get in front of more people, that means that we can change more people's lives. So if you're in it with me, 10,000 in 2016, then follow these tips and we're going to get there together. All right? So let's do it, you guys. We can make this happen. 10K in 2016. Love you all. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for being on. Share this call with anybody that you know needs this. And I hope you guys have an awesome week. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.